So today's my birthday, and I have turned 27 years old. Holy shit. Somehow I feel like 27 is so young and I have so much longer to go, but at the same time I am so old and my life is basically over. What a silly thought to have when I'm not even 3 decades old, right? But somehow society has left me with this impression. It's left me with all of these expectations of who I'm expected to be and what I'm supposed to be like at 27 years old. Every day I wake up and I get dressed, and sometimes I think to myself, how many more years am I allowed to wear a crop top until people are going to look at me and think, that woman needs to dress her age? Previously, there were all these milestones that we were expected to hit. 18 years old, you're off to college. 22, 23 years old, you're starting your first job. For women, perhaps you're looking for lovers. By 24 or 25, you're settling down, getting married. And by 27, you own a house, you have a stable life, you're perhaps a domesticated housewife with 2 kids and a dog. And that's it. But me, at 27, I don't own a house. I live with my partner, who I love very dearly, and my cat, who I love very dearly. But I certainly don't have all those other milestones figured out. I don't have a stable career that I think I'll be in forever. I don't have children, and I don't think I will anytime super soon. And I'm certainly not married yet. Haven't even hit that first milestone. Who am I supposed to be at this age? A lot of it is certainly influenced by the media, by entertainment, by people telling us what we're supposed to be like, when. But a lot of it, I've realized, comes from those closest to us as well. Whenever I talk to my mom, my grandmother, my in-laws, they all remind me how amazing it is to be young, how I need to cherish these precious years before they're gone. And I know that when they look at me, they see smooth skin, they see a lack of wrinkles, they see not a single gray hair on my head, and they see youth. They see someone that they used to be. But when I look at them, I see so many more years of lived experiences, so many more places that they've been that I haven't even thought of, so many more things that they've seen, and the good and the bad, so many more emotions that they felt that I haven't yet. And that's amazing. And it's so incredibly silly that we look at women like that and think, oh, they're so old. I was at a dance class last week, a hip-hop class at the playground, which is very much the kind of place where everybody's hyped up and there's tons of influencers and models having a good time. Basically, everyone's young and attractive. And this woman who was standing next to me for the class, she was 68 years old. And I was so amazed that she was keeping up, not only just keeping up, but doing way better than I was, honestly. And just so vibrantly full of life. And then it got me thinking, why do we have so much fear, especially when we're younger? We're so worried about what the world thinks of us and what we're supposed to be like. So much so that it prevents us from living our own lives. I mean, I have been wanting to go to dance classes for years and went to a couple in college and just felt like I wasn't good enough, or I couldn't keep up, or people were probably laughing at me because I looked so whatever, that I stopped going. And what a bummer that is compared to now when I go and sometimes I mess up and I laugh it off and nobody cares. Honestly, nobody cares. We all like to think that we're the center of the universe, that everyone is just watching, staring at us. But truthfully, unless you are some A-lister celebrity or CEO, nobody's watching. So if nobody's watching, why aren't you enjoying your life more? This past week, I spent a couple days in Seattle with a couple of my best friends from high school. And that was so refreshing. After hearing a lot of things from other people, after getting asked all the time when I'm getting married, when I'm having kids, especially now that I'm inching a little closer to 30, it was so refreshing to just have fun with my friends. I mean, we brought snacks from Trader Joe's. We brought beers that we drank in the hotel room in this cramped little room. We played card games and board games all night long. And all those things people expect by the time you're 30, you shouldn't be goofing around so much anymore. Haven't you grown out of board games? Board games are for kids. But it was so much fun to just enjoy myself and enjoy ourselves together and to celebrate our friendship, especially now that it's been, oh God, this year's our 10-year high school reunion too. So a full decade. But it was a wonderful reminder of life and how vibrant and beautiful and fun life can be if we let ourselves and if we wash away those fears and let go of those expectations that have been thrust upon us. And when I truly think about it, when I truly think about this year versus last year and the year prior, I am so much wiser and funnier and honestly hotter too than I was when I was in college in my early 20s, even my true mid-20s. I am just so much more of a person now who has grown into my identity. So this year, my 27th rotation, I'm gonna try to live life to the fullest. And maybe when I'm 28, I'll be a little wiser. Maybe when I'm 29, I'll be a little funnier. And maybe when I hit 30, that big, scary 30, I'll be a little hotter too. But for now, I'm ready. I'm ready to enjoy 27 and see what this year brings me.